Gemini, how's everybody doing? So when I was sitting with the energy, I was getting this very prepared energy. It seemed like there was a focus on like coordinating like look and outfit. It seemed even like getting ready to do something where you knew that you would be presenting yourself and very much caring about like your appearance, very much wanting to feel prepared, wanting to feel ready. Um, like putting a lot of effort and care into this, and a lot of it having to do with like you, it felt even ritual like, and it seemed like it was like preparing, getting ready for something. I was also hearing, I feel like I deserve to know, that was coming through too. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm hearing the words polished and manicured, which is very much just going along with the energetic vibe of what I was getting. It felt very suit and tie. I'm hearing and briefcase. So if you feel guided, look up angel number 155. I'm seeing you reflecting on something. It looks like you are taking time to yourself privately, looking into something. I'm seeing even like things picking up the pace. Very interesting. So, Gemini, starting off with the Hermit means that we may be in an important reflective space right now, where there's something that we're looking for that we know we're not going to find outside of ourselves, rather we are going to find it within ourselves. And there's an emphasis here on like disconnecting from like even social interactions, not completely, but more so there being a focus on, it's like this. In order for one to really hear what's going on, in order to tune in, there's a need to separate one from the distractions. So, in whatever way these distractions come to you within your life, I'm seeing something that you're distancing yourself from so you can really reflect and go inward. What it looks like to me is that something is picking up now, something is going quickly with the Eight of Wands, and this can mean like you found what it was that you were looking for and now you're going to do something with it. For some of you, you're going to be working on some sort of project or there's an activity. It seems like I'm getting this strongly. Whatever it was that you were looking for, it looks like you found it to me. And it looks like now you're ready to get to work on whatever this is. This may not be the first time that you've done something like this, and if it is, it seems like the more you do it, the more quickly you're able to get into it. It's like this. For some of you, there may be like synchronicities that you're seeing, messages that you're receiving, and you're being guided like to go look within, figure out what that means to you. It's like when you wake up in the morning, you wake up with a word in your head, right? And you're like, why is this word in my head? It wasn't like connected with a particular train of thought that I can think of, but it's kind of like blaring. It's really sticking out to me. And it's like you spend that day like researching it, looking it up, and figuring out like what it has to do, like what the bigger message is, what your guides are telling you, like why that was pointed out to you, or you're recording these things that you're receiving. Whatever it is, it seems like this is a process that you're getting more familiar with, that you're able to do like more quickly, more effectively based off of the experience that you have. So there's something here about I don't want to say like getting better at it. It's more like getting more experienced with whatever this is, and maybe doing so in a more effective way. It's like when you first start figuring out like the learning curve of something, it may take you a bit longer to familiarize with it, but it seems like you're now like rounding the learning curve. And like the more and more you've done this, I'm seeing the more it helps you do this more effectively. I'm seeing poinsettias here. What is this tower about? I'm hearing the word eliminated. I'm looking at the tower and the star. This is Mars and Aquarius energy. I'm hearing revelations. It even seems like you've stepped upon something unexpectedly. There's something important here going on with like either the Aquarian energy or something related to your path, even connected with self-discovery, connected with purpose, connected with like even a vision, something that you're getting connected with. I'm hearing a dream, a hope, a fear. Yeah, something surprising happening. The Aquarian energy is sticking out to me so much. I'm looking at Virgo, Mars, and Aquarius. The Aquarian energy is really sticking out to me. Gemini, and I'm seeing like something surprising being attached to Aquarian energy, whether this be Aquarius in your chart or this be an Aquarius in your life. And I'm seeing what's coming to fruition is some sort of like integration or unity. What's interesting is that it starts off with the tower. So this can mean like maybe you felt like things were falling apart, or something happened surprisingly, or something is a shocking experience that is linked with this Aquarian energy. And then it's like as things settle, something ends up coming together here. I'm even seeing like stitching that hadn't been matching before, or like these two pieces of fabric that like for some reason they couldn't be stitched together, or like it wasn't fitting before, and because of something that happened, now something can be like integrated or even enmeshed in a way that it hadn't been able to before. Something comes together. It even feels like breaking some sort of barrier. Getting to a place where you feel like you have triumphed, you've succeeded, doing something, putting something together, bringing something together, stitching something together that may have been like difficult to get together. It's even like at first you were working with all of these pieces. I'm hearing literature very strongly. Before you were working with all of these pieces, I'm hearing ragtag. It seemed like these pieces that were like when you received them, it felt very incoherent even. Like what I'm seeing is just like a bunch of fragments of things like all within the environment. It's a very interesting visual. It's almost as if something had exploded and broken into all these different pieces, but it's not just one thing that exploded. It's like many different things that got broken apart, and like I'm hearing rapture, all of the pieces are all over the place. So you don't know like which one belongs there, and does this go over here? And it's like now, because of like even your vision, something that is leading you that is very important, it feels very like North Star like to me, is something about a map. Something is guiding you. I'm seeing this be connected with like something internally spiritually related that is guiding you. It's like maybe something that can't be explained by science, at least right now, is what I'm hearing. And I'm seeing this like force within you, this guide that has enabled you to now take all of these fragments and to bring them together. Something that you've now done successfully. And I'm not saying this being necessarily easy. It's like there was a lot to this. It may have been quite a confusing process, and one that you only had like this internal directive to be guiding you. And you feel like you've done it well. There's something even about like finding yourself, finding your confidence through this process, even finding authentic creativity through this. Yeah, with whatever this is that you are making, something that you're creating. I'm seeing something that you feel very, very good about. It's like, you know that you have the skill set, you know that you have what it takes to be able to do this. I'm also hearing the word perform. To bring this together, to put this together. I'm getting this being connected again with like a very visionary energy. There can also be emphasis too on, I'm hearing moving on anything related to the throat chakra. So this can be like communicating through words, whether that be like speaking it out, whether it be writing. It can be like communicating in ways other than words. I'm hearing signaling. There's a sense of feeling very, very accomplished about what this is that you're doing, and feeling very happy about the way that things have come together, and also feeling like you're the one that did this. Or at least that you allowed yourself to be open to like whatever forces were assisting you to do this. Like it's almost like a channeling energy that I'm seeing here. So you're looking within at events that feel somewhat surprising to you. The thing is as well that I don't know if you necessarily expected things to end in the way that they do. Like with this like final accomplishment or success that you're feeling like, yes, I got this done, I did this, like whatever purpose it was or whatever like means to an end, something has finally been done. And I'm seeing you move into a space where this has like bolstered, this has fortified like your confidence in yourself, like your authenticity, your creativity, your vision. I'm seeing like a lot of like creative, insightful energy. And I'm seeing progress that you've made as well with tapping into the magician energy. The magician energy is your ability to manifest, to create. I'm also hearing mother, and I'm seeing this be synonymous with like the creative energy, like the one that like breathes life into things. And I'm seeing that this is also this has also been helped by you being able to like integrate these different aspects of yourself with the feminine and the masculine energy to find this ultimate like suspension of balance between the two of these things. The receptive, the creative, and also the force that manages that. So I'm looking at Virgo, Mars, Aquarius, and Mercury here. Seems like this was also a chapter that may have felt quite ambiguous at times, confusing, ambiguous, like maybe not making a whole lot of sense. And it kind of felt like a testing ground to see like what you would do with that. Like if you would continue trying to work something out. It's like following your intuition even before it makes sense to you. Just because you're like so strongly connected with yourself, connected with spirit. Here you are, Gemini. Seems like there's something that you're getting ready to let go of. Something feels very fleeting about this. Can be related to a partnership. But is something one feels they need to do for themselves. Like in order for you to show up for yourself, something needs to be done, but it may not be an easy thing to do. Something about a relationship that's not working for you. At one point in time you were close with this person, but there's something about it doesn't even seem like it's specifically about this person. It seems like it's specifically about like your relationship or your dynamic, and I'm seeing something that you may feel like sad about or be like mourning, even like preparing to let go of something. This is what it feels like to me. It's like something is not working anymore. You don't feel connected in it. There's a lot of like it's no longer now what it had been, and what it had been before seems like that was the thing that you were connected to or holding on to, and now something has gone. I'm hearing left the building, and it feels like it's related to like this dynamic, your dynamic with this person. I'm seeing this also be hard too, because it's like I wish that it could be something that I felt connected with like authentically, but you know, in a way that you wouldn't be being honest with yourself if you were like trying to convince yourself otherwise, because you know what you feel at the end of the day. But you being honest with yourself is also like part of the challenge and part of something that's going to allow you to continue forward, because you feel like you're showing up for yourself. And that allows you to feel successful within your relationship with yourself. Even if this feels painful right now, you know that's also something that you're going to overcome. I'm seeing something that it feels like quite emotionally, you feel quite affected, even because you know what's going to come. It's like recognizing that there's something it's just like not doing it for you anymore, it's not working for you anymore, and getting to that point where you're like, I know that this is gonna hurt, but it's something that I need to do for myself, because it hurts even more to stick around with this thing that isn't speaking to me any longer. So it's about picking up and moving forward, even being aware of what is to come and recognizing like this is just part of it, it's just part of the process. It's part of the process to you finding the true reciprocity that you're looking for and that you know you deserve as well. Because it seems like you don't feel valued or empowered within the connection anymore in a way that you know that you could be. And that's why you're moving on from this. That's why there's that like lack of fulfillment that you're feeling. And what you want is the reciprocity, like that sense of equality, that sense of equal showing up. And that's what it is that you're manifesting by making this move for yourself. Even getting it to the point where you're ready to defend what it is that you're doing, because you know this is what you want in your heart. You know that this is worth it to you. And in order to see this come to fruition, there's a sense of needing to be patient and needing to adjust to this movement that you're making, to ride the wave of this. Ride the wave of karmically what's meant to be, moving with it rather than against it. Because you know in your heart what you're feeling, that this is right for you. And that's what allows the change to occur, rather than sitting on something and feeling it dissolve. I'm hearing it's about reaching for the next step. I'm feeling very much like you're being guided through this process. It seems overall like this is going to allow for some really major healing for you. For some of you, this has to do with like family members or friendship. It really can be anybody in your life. It doesn't have to be like, say, a romantic relationship. I'm not seeing it be like that. It's like this can be any sort of relationship. It's something that it feels like you've tried and tried again and it's just not working out. So you're ready to do what needs to be done. Tapping into your empowerment, making a strong choice for yourself. Which may also, I mean, natural consequence-wise, it seems like this is going to be really changing a relationship, which it seems very much like you're aware of. There's something to hear about hold on, I need to look this up. I'm hearing a word come through, but I don't think it's the whole word. This is going to change the status of your relationship, and it's going to inspire more of what you want it to inspire. So it's like, because of showing up for yourself in this way and making a decision that needs to be made, that you feel needs to be made in order to like solidify your empowerment through this experience, is going to change the nature of something in a way that you want it to change, in a desirable way. And it kind of even seems like you are like setting some sort of example here by sticking to this. So I'm seeing you do what needs to be done, even if it feels difficult, even if you're having feelings too of like, ideally this wouldn't need to happen, but just because of the way things are, I know that I need to do this. And just moving through this process of experiencing everything that you're experiencing and still moving through with it. And knowing that this is what needs to be done in order to enact the change that you want within your life, and one that is going to feel much better to you in the long run, even if this feels quite difficult. I'm seeing Saturn, and I'm seeing with the Scorpio energy that this isn't necessarily something easy that you're doing. There are going to be a lot of emotions that are flowing, is what I'm hearing. However, like in the end, you are going to be this is how you get the product of what it is that you want. So that's why this is so important. So I'm looking at Gemini, Cancer, Saturn, Venus, Sagittarius, Jupiter, and Scorpio. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.